Hey guys, what's up? It's Bret. Welcome to my latest edition of Friday on the Turntable. If you missed last week's feature, it was on Jane's Addiction's first album, the live one from 1987 on Triple X. So just take a look down my channel there and you'll find it. Just a few reminders. I have a contest going on, my 100 subscribers contest. So if you guys would like to watch that and participate in my topic for that, that's also right there up on my channel. So let's get started. As you can see from today's title, we're going to be looking at The Cure's Head on the Door. This was The Cure's 6th album from 1985, and it was the first one to feature what's kind of considered The Cure's classic lineup, which was Robert Smith, of course, who's been the only constant member through the years. Simon Gallup on bass, had Boris Williams on drums, Lowell Tolhurst on keyboards, and Porl Thompson on guitar. Simon Gallup kind of rejoined the band. They had a big falling out between him and Robert Smith shortly after the Pornography tour, so this is him back in the band. And then Porl Thompson was in The Cure before they even made their very first album, Three Imaginary Boys. So he left the band even before they recorded that. So this is the first album to have him back in the band as a recording member. And then the first album to feature Boris Williams, who played drums with The Cure from Head on the Door all the way till Wish from '92, and then he left. Like I said before, it's their 6th album, and came out back on August 26, 1985. As you can see, my copy here still has the shrink wrap on it with the sticker. Contains the UK single In Between Days, Without You, since, you know, the song doesn't really say In Between Days. Without You was kind of the hook for people that heard it on the radio. But hopefully you can see it and there's no glare there. But that's the Head on the Door vinyl pressing. Now, I first heard this album not on vinyl, but I first heard it when a friend let me borrow his dubbed cassette tape, I don't know, years ago. So that's how I got familiar with Head on the Door, as well as a lot of the early Cure albums were on dubbed cassettes and stuff like that. So what was I going to say? The singles that came out on this one were In Between Days, which is the first track, and then also Close to Me. So 2 singles off that one. There's some great B-sides from this Cure era, and The Cure are really known, one of those bands whose B-sides were just excellent. So the two that, the two that are really, really good off of this, off of those 2 singles are The Exploding Boy and A Few Hours After This. Those were both, I think, on the In Between Days single. So definitely check those out. There's a great box set. I meant to pull it out, but I didn't. Called Join the Dots, that collects all the Cure's B-sides from '79 all the way through, I think through the, was it Blood Flowers album? I think all the way up through Blood Flowers, so from '79 all the way to early 2000. So anyways, that's that. As far as what my favorite tracks are on this album, now this may be a surprise. I know a lot of people would probably cite In Between Days or Close to Me, since those are both great songs. My favorite track on this one is Push, the song that ends side 1 of the vinyl pressing. I'll just hold this up. You can see the lyric sheet, and this is on Elektra Records. So yeah, Push is definitely just the long build-up of that song. Starts off with a dun, 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 and then it just kind of explodes, and then the vocals come in. It's just a really emotional song. The lyrics are great, and if you ever get around to, it's not even on DVD yet, but there was a great Cure VHS live concert called In Orange that was filmed, I think, in France, and the version of Push on there was also really, really pretty phenomenal. Let me see what else I was going to say about this. Oh, yeah. But I think it was in 2006 this came out, and this is the remaster deluxe edition of Head on the Door when The Cure, they're still actively doing this. The last one that came out was Disintegration, which was a 3 CD set. But this one came out, I think the top and Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, I think, and even maybe The Glove with Steve Severn. I think those all came out at the same time. But this was kind of a cool package because it had the remastered album on disc 1, and then it had, as you can see, I'll just hold this one up. And then on disc 2, it had a bunch of demos and instrumentals and stuff. And it has a nice little booklet with a little essay in it and stuff. So anyways, that's just a really cool thing to check out as well. The version of what I really liked about this additional one, you know, the demos, the instrumentals, you know, while it's cool as a completist to have all that stuff, I never really find myself putting on the home demos from that one. But the one that was really cool is the demo for The Exploding Boy, which was the B-side I was talking about earlier. That's just a really, that's a great demo version of that on here as well. So that's the Head on the Door deluxe reissue. Let me think. Anything else I was going to discuss with this? Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I wouldn't say this is my favorite Cure album, but it's, I mean, it's excellent. It's a 10. So there's a lot of Cure albums that are perfect 10s. This is one of them. If you aren't familiar with it, definitely seek it out. It's just such, like I said, it's the classic lineup of the Cure, and it just lasted from Head on the Door through pretty much Disintegration, and bled a little bit into Wish, although there was, I think, a member or two that was kind of switched out. But Head on the Door, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Disintegration is really the classic lineup of the Cure, although, I mean, Wish is an incredible album. So, and albums that were before it are all great. So if you can find yourself a copy of Head on the Door, definitely do that. And I'll be back with another Friday on the Turntable next Friday, and coming and sticking around probably Saturday or Sunday. I'll be back at you with a new playlist, what I've been listening to, and possibly some new vinyl finds as well. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel here. If you haven't yet, just click on the subscribe button so we can keep in touch. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good weekend.